up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 101. 101.1. WIXX.
Oh.
Wrong partner plug to start the episode. Huge shout out to Creative Edge and Edge VR Arcade and
Warner Electric.
We got that down now.
Yeah.
Only took 100 episodes.
Oh, yeah. 101.
101.
So people don't realize that we did not get to see the intro to our 100th until it was actually aired.
It was some movie making magic.
It was.
From our
It was
friends at Creative Edge.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
It was fabulous. So thank you all. When I said that I had tears during the episode because one of our players, Mr. Thompson, shout out to him. He wants to be on the show, you know.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
I could see him sitting on the show.
We said we would do that for 100 episodes. We have yet to do it.
We have. We've been talking about it forever and a day. Anyway, he was saying I was going to get teary too, and I was teary that we made it to 100 episodes. But then when I saw all of the great people that had given us shout outs, that was pretty cool. So thank you all very, very much. It was very neat. And I liked McKay's. She did her own version.
Go blizzed herself, which is a weird sentence on its own. I got go blizzed. It's like Ghostbusters. I got slimed.
I got blizzed.
I got go blizzed.
Oh, that's like a good drinking game, I think.
Right? To see if you can high five yourself? Yes. Yeah.
Well, it probably gets easier as the night goes on.
And that's a wrap.
And here we go.
So had a game.
We had a great game.
Yep.
We knew it was going to be a good game. Mogs tried his best, and I don't think that Iowa is a bad team. And I've said this before. When you look at a record like they have, 1-9, you think, oh, you can just go in there and stomp all over them.
Right.
That's just not the case.
No.
I felt it was a competitive game. We had some things go our way. Our guys played well. Shout out to Max. He's really coming into his own. And the whole rest of the O-line, the whole team. Defense did a great job. We had some things where if we had let it get out of control, we would have beaten ourselves again like we did in Quad Cities. But overall, I think we played well. It was a great win. Got us back up to 500. And, of course, it also meant that Arizona's now 6-4.
Yeah.
So now.
But check out, so I wanted to rewind in Iowa there too. So check out, probably after this episode, Build Boldly will be up too. So Corey had a real cool moment on there. I think he had, you'll see it on that episode, but he had emailed Mogs or contacted Mogs after the game and said, hey, those guys are still playing for you and they haven't quit, which is really easy to do when you're 1-9. Right. So
they haven't
that was
quit.
Cool. There's a lot of respect there. And I mean, again, I've said it on Build Boldly and I've said it on here. We have a good, especially in the Midwest, because I interact with those teams a lot more. Corey Ross and Destiny let me mess with the timeline for our upcoming game because we got to accommodate a marching band and just it's a good group that gets it. So
we're competitive on the field, but at the end of the day, we're all in the same workplace, if you will, because we all work for the same IFL brand. So, you can be competitive on the field. Plus, Mogs worked for us. He was part of the Blizzard at one time.
Absolutely.
And Iowa's a great organization. For those of you watching the game that were really confused by the stats and what was happening with stats, let's just say that it didn't go well. They were using a roster from 2 years ago, so you saw guys' numbers changing that aren't even playing the game anymore or are actually on their team, not our team. But they'll get that worked out in Iowa.
Yeah, and I have no idea if he watches this, but we've had a stat guy on press row, Bruce, who has done this well before the Trinklers owned the team. We are at his last game on Friday. And I put that out there if you want to get involved in our football team and do some stats, which is a lot of data entry and some spotting and understanding the game. We will have some positions going into next year, and Bruce, you have been incredible to not have to worry about that on game day. I can't tell you how amazing that is that I just check to make sure you're there, and that's it. So it's cool when you get someone like, he is maybe 15, 16 years he's been doing it. So
it's been a long time.
Yep.
So we do have an opening.
Yeah.
It's not a very high paid position, but it's
You can send all applications to Sean at Creative Edge. That's for your comments earlier.
He's got a filing system here.
He does. Everything from Ryan automatically goes trash, and then he goes and gets what he wants. Yeah.
Hey, that's what I do.
There was some other great game. What? Wow. I've been junk filtered by Kathy. You know what? Go back to Disney. Take that.
Hey,
that's not even an insult to her. She's
I'm
like, I'm
on
out.
my way.
Yep. Some other amazing games this weekend, including double overtime in the battle for Arizona. So, yeah. Actually, all 3 Arizona teams are ridiculous. So, that game against Tucson to end the season is not necessarily what you want to see on your schedule when you're pushing for the playoffs. So,
not anymore, because that is going to be what's going to happen is every game we have now. So their division looks a lot closely lumped together, right? We have a little bit of wiggle room for us, but we are not in those top 4. And so these last games are going to be crucial to us. And you're right. It may very well come down to
the very cliche sport saying every game matters, but we literally play everybody in front of us in our own division to end the season and then wrap with Tucson. So, yep.
Right. Ugh.
It is cool to control your own fate. Like
that's just it. We do.
We win, we make the playoffs.
Right.
So, especially against the next 3 who are in our division.
Correct.
So, yep.
Correct. So it will be interesting. It will be interesting. We had some blowout games and then another by one kind of.
Yeah. And then Frisco, did Massachusetts things where they start firing up at the right time. So,
yeah. Yeah, they won by more than one score, which was very surprising. We had Billy give a shout out to us.
Yeah, that was really cool. I don't know.
Was very
Selena, whichever one of you that was that pinged Billy back. That's really awesome. So thanks, Billy. So
I like Billy.
I do. He actually enjoys coming and playing in our building because of some of the stuff we do. So that's neat. And he's a Packer fan, so I can say that.
So it's easy.
His family is too. So
so it's easy for them to come to Green Bay. Yeah. So the game was a good game. It was a well-fought game. And now we have this weekend coming up against Quad Cities, which, as we said on the last show, they're a tough team.
Yep.
We have to get out in front right away. Got to watch that quarterback.
Yeah. Yes. I forgot who we were talking about. I blacked out. Yeah.
Quad Cities. Remember?
Yep. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so let's go over the timeline for the game this Friday.
Yep. A lot going on. I was on Channel 5 yesterday, and I said we threw the kitchen sink at this game, and we did. So 5 p.m. block party. So inflatables, military vehicles, Chris Kroeze concert from Wisconsin, as seen on The Voice. There'll be a brew pub pizza trailer out front. It's not free, but it's with a suggested donation of $2, and we're not touching that money. That all goes to Desert Vets, which is really cool because brew pub's getting involved with that. And then 6 p.m. doors because there is a giveaway of a retractable. That's the best way I can describe it. Real cool military banner to thank all our partners. But at 6 to 6:30, the Pulaski Marching Band drum line is still out front. So as the block party ends at 6, there'll still be a drum line out front. We shut it all down in between 6 and 6:30 because at 6:40, Pulaski High School Choir is doing God Bless America. That's just where we could put that in the pregame timeline. So get inside, support that choir, and then the national anthem is Pulaski High School Choir, a whole bunch of real cool honoring those who serve stuff, and then probably the most ridiculous thing I've had to deal with in 9 years, that's saying a lot, is trying to fit a 190-person marching band on a 50-yard field with arguably the best director in Northeast Wisconsin who wants the field measurements and is incredible at what he does. So the questions I've been on, marching off field dimensions that I've been asked are awesome. Getting on and off the field is the biggest logistic thing for them because musically they are ridiculous. Their walkthrough will literally probably be 5 times on and off the field, not even playing a tune really, just
walking.
How fast can you get that many band students on from the party pit door? And then they're playing throughout the game too, much like I call it college football environment. So my I will watch more of the game than normal because I'm going to be on headset to the booth, sitting by the Pulaski band, cueing them when to go and not go.
Oh, that's
so
you?
It's
You're
me.
the guy.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
wow.
Yeah, I didn't want Tom to have to wear a red hat, and I don't want to get penalized, and I'll actually get to enjoy the game in between telling the band to fire. So I'm going to hang out in the band section, waving from 216
You're
to
gonna be a band
217.
kid
Yes,
again.
yep.
Aw.
On a headset saying, "Play, stop playing. The ball's getting snapped." Yeah, so it is a lot. Get there early. Block party is awesome. Kroeze is really excited. I actually talked to him on the way here because he is very Wisconsin and just not a huge give me green M&Ms only type diva of an artist, we'll call it. Like, he checks in with everybody that does a show with him before that show. So he actually just wanted to go over the timeline. Cool. I'll go here, here, and here. Thank you. And really
cool.
excited. So
I'm excited to meet him.
Really excited. So, and I had a lot of calls. Shout out to Lisa Malik, because one of the 2 times I did Local 5 this year. We ended my segment with a new song from him that will 100% make it on radio. And we've just been fortunate with Colton, Micah, and Chris that these guys are all releasing singles when we booked them. But I took like 6 calls after I got off the air of when's the Kroeze concert and how does it all work. And so really cool. So it is turning out to be an awesome one in normally what is warm weather and you don't know what you're going to get. Like, we're cruising over 3,500 already, which is awesome for this time of year.
Fabulous.
So, yep.
Kids are getting out of school this week. A lot of schools end today, which is Wednesday. We're actually filming this on the day it's getting released.
Yes.
So
Another
thank you,
shout out,
Creative
Edge. Yeah.
Because I was gone on Monday.
Kathy, in the comments, Blizzard Nation, take a guess where Kathy was before she says it. You're right.
Yeah, I went to see the mouse. Yep. I did.
Awesome. And I mean, like, it was a whole week of the mouse, right?
It was a fabulous week of the mouse. Yes, it was. We did 4 parks so we came home last night. I got home this morning early, around 3 a.m. And then Bryce graduated. So Bryce, our water guy, graduated 8th grade. So he's now a high schooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened this morning. So it's been a jam-packed day already.
Yeah.
So, but no, Disney was great.
So did you get to I tried to not bother you because I knew it was going to be an awesome trip for you and the girls. And the one time maybe we exchanged messages, you had in an after-hour thing, we're going to try and ride Guardians a bunch. Yes? Did that end up transpiring? Or?
Yeah. So we did get to ride Guardians, and it was fabulous.
Did you get to do it a bunch of times in the after-park hours?
No, because we were trying to get every ride in, so we didn't. But we went on it. We went on it plenty.
Enough?
It was good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Bryce, who is in the Finley Blizzard camp this Saturday. Still spots open. Right now we're at 35 high schoolers, which is you're going to about get one-on-one time with a Packer player, Blizzard player. I spoke to the Jermichael camp yesterday. We're leaving it up through Thursday and today, and I'll try and talk to any late registrants, but still sign up. We're expecting, they're really excited. He's excited to come to a game. And again, that's just another thing we have going on this weekend, but
yeah, that's right. He'll be there too.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yep.
I might not.
I have used every room in the Resch Center at this point.
So that is for those of you people that have high schoolers, and if they play football, this would be a great camp to go to, especially if they're 8th grade transitioning into high school football.
Yep.
That's probably a key time to get them into this type of regimen, to talk to a player that's gone through the pros and has come out the other side.
Yeah, and who I believe, when you look at, we don't talk NFL often on here, he'd probably still be one of the best tight ends in the league if he hadn't got rocked with concussions like he did.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that's nature of that position. I mean, I don't know what the average is on a tight end for years in the NFL.
Yep.
It's not like a kicker.
No.
By any stretch.
Yes.
So. Anyway, that was for Mason Crosby.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, there's some news unfolding there too.
Yeah,
so will he or will he not kick again? Yeah.
Yeah. He'll kick again. It just might not be in an NFL stadium.
Correct.
So that's Friday's game.
Yep.
Now, when those 190 band members are on the field, is there anybody else on the field at that time?
No, I hope their ladders fit for their conductors. So nope. No,
Okay.
they are playing a selection of patriotic stuff and some of the stuff for the Rose Bowl, so it'll be great. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but
Yeah,
they're doing
yeah,
good.
don't
I
do
know
that.
most of their pep band music because I had to check lengths and stuff, and it'll be loud. It will be really loud because that goes out through the top of a stadium in a college bowl.
yeah.
Like it is contained in the rush center.
You'll
with
hear it
190.
really
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
at the food stands, I'm
Yes,
sure.
yep.
Yeah, no,
It'll
I
be
agree.
awesome.
Fabulous.
And they will have the ability to support them shortly after halftime to help fund their Rose Bowl trip. So get involved in that. And out at the block party when their drum line is playing, if you got some change, donate because they are incredible. And it's cool, I think, for we'll call it the Greater Green Bay area to be represented musically in the Rose Bowl parade. So
Absolutely. Yeah. We have a lot of great schools band-wise in the Green Bay area.
Yep.
But Pulaski has always been known for that upper echelon.
Yeah.
And they've been to the Rose Bowl several times.
Yep.
So kudos to Mr. Bush because he does a great job. So they'll have after halftime, they'll be walking around with buckets, and it's to raise money for their trip to Pasadena, which happens at the Rose Bowl, as we said, in January of 24. And then we're also going to have the Pulaski softball team. I believe it's girls softball. Pretty
Should
sure.
have called it Pulaski night.
Yeah,
So,
Pulaski night. They're going to be doing a 50-50 raffle. So you'll be able to fill their buckets for a chance to win half of what is in the buckets at the end. That'll be announced sometime around halftime. And then after halftime, it will be the buckets for the Pulaski band.
Yes. Find a bucket, put some money in it.
Yeah.
Find a merch stand, buy a football before we out. We have them all now. Like, I have all the white ones rode. I have all the Strictly balls. Like, now we're just trying to decide how many to inflate for Friday so there's not footballs all over the offseason, or the office in the offseason. Like
Yeah, because once you inflate them, it's
hard to store them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. So
buy a football.
yeah, let's just everybody buy a
Yep.
football and just get it over with so that we can start out next year
Yeah. Yeah.
brand new ones. So,
Yes.
yeah. All right. I think that's all I have for us as far as IFL goes. It's now that playoff time where people are vying for position and starting that whole trek. We will review after this last home game, probably on the next show or the show following, what we follow from a playoff scenario standpoint so that everybody knows, if we lose the next two games, for instance, I don't know how we would make the playoffs. So we're going to win the next two for sure, and then we'll be talking about that. So that's one thing we'll talk about IFL-wise. Again, we want anybody that's interested to come out to the championship game in August. We'll be there, maybe even filming a show. Maybe. I do have my microphone from being on site last time. Anyway, so that's what I have from an IFL standpoint.
Awesome. We have a ton of movies that we have not seen or about to not see or have to see. Or
Yeah. Did you
There's
see,
a lot coming
Did you see
right
Little
now.
Mermaid yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I need to see that. I do want to see that new Robert De Niro movie. It's like About My Father or something like that.
Oh,
where
yeah.
He
Yep.
goes, his son is getting married or something. And
I think the week. Yep. Yeah. The main actor is not like a well-known one that
No,
I know
he's
of,
not.
but
No.
De Niro's in it. And then I think so the week after after the game is both the new Pixar one and The Flash in the same week. So,
So we'll be
and then
busy.
Transformers is on the horizon too. So,
Right.
yep.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. Crazy time for movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is the summer release.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a lot. What else you got? It was that time in the episode.
So I was traveling,
Yes.
and whenever I travel,
Is it a pet peeve?
this is one I've used several times.
Oh, okay.
So guess which one it is?
The listen to your music with your headphones on?
Oh, no.
Nail-
It's to listen to everything
Oh,
while you're standing in line for a ride. I got a
Got it.
kid behind me playing some god-awful, I don't know what it was. He thought it was music, I think.
Riverdance. It's the first thing that came to mind. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
It was not Riverdance.
Okay.
I will clarify. It was not anything like Riverdance. And everyone around him was looking at him, but the kid was just, he had to be about between 14 and 16, and he's just like this. And I keep looking at his parents like...
He's like watching the music? Or what?
He's listening and watching. He must have been watching a video of some sort, but it was terrible. And then the classic, somebody's talking to their friend and they're just... And I wanted to just, hey, how you doing? But I didn't. People, don't do that. Put your headphones in.
I want you to do that once, though, and then recap the pet peeve.
I'm going to. The next, beware, Wisconsin.
And then
the
have
next
one of your
person
kids filming you doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to. Man, that could be a podcast in and of itself.
Kathy interrupting conversations.
Interrupt us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my pet peeve. If you're going to listen to stuff, if you're going to watch your Facebook, videos, your snaps, your Instagram, don't have it on full volume for everybody around you to hear, because we don't want to hear it. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. I don't want to hear it.
True.
Maybe you want to hear
I
it.
I don't.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. We don't want to hear it.
Yep.
Turn it down.
Yes. That's what I got.
Okay.
Get tickets.
Yes.
Last
Get your tickets
chance. Get camp if you want to for the Finley Thursday night. So by the time, pretty sure we're airing this tonight. Yeah? No? Yeah? Question? Okay, perfect. By the time you see this, I will be out at. I love the non-behind the scenes part of this. Like, there's no wall. Like, Sean, what are you doing later? Like,
Can we just...
editing Strictly Blizzness.
True. Thank you very much for accommodating my travel habits, especially before this last game, because I think this is an important episode to get all the details.
By the time you watch this, you have a chance to come hang out at South Bay Marina tomorrow night, and I will be in a dunk tank for Desert Vets of Wisconsin, so you can take out all your Hobson. You've been terrible for 9 years, and put me in the water. It's out at South Bay Marina, checking out the cool stuff they have to offer out there. It's a boat landing, but there's a brewery or distillery out there, Paradise North. There's a restaurant, and it'll be yard games. It's about that simple. There is no structure to yard games, dunk Hobson, food and drink. So,
and I'm going to be out at the new zoo.
Not dunking Hobson.
Not dunking Hobson.
Because that would have ended poorly for me.
Yeah, that.
But I think Brian and Mark are coming from Desert Vets, so I'm still in trouble.
You're in trouble. Yep. Yeah, Brian's going to do whatever he can to dunk you. I'll be out at Sippin' Safari.
Oh, yeah.
At the new zoo. So that's something that the Zoological Society puts on to help raise money for the zoo and awareness for the zoo. So come out, have a sip amongst the safari with me, and we'll see you there.
Go get a sip, then come dunk Hobson.
Go dunk him first, then come get us.
Okay. Yeah. You choose, Blizzard Nation.
Awesome.
Well, that's what I got. Come out Friday night. It's going to be absolutely chaos in the best way possible. Like, I've been talking to PMI, and I thought I would sit and enjoy a game. Boy, was I wrong this last game. So as I've mapped out the marching band, the block party, I'm like, I have to be 7 spots at once. So, yep.
Looks like
it'll be
you're
awesome,
sitting
though.
with the band.
It will be awesome. So, outside of pregame and once the block party is done, is awesome. So, yeah.
Cool.
Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit him with it.
Go Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.